So I have the MD Diary notebook, and there's a couple of different ones. This is the monthly, and then they have a daily, which is super thick, obviously, because it's every day. I did not go with that one because I've had the Hobonichi Cousin, as well as the Hobonichi A6. Is that called the original? I think so. And they both have dailies in them, and it's such a struggle, y'all. It's such a struggle. If you've ever had a Hobonichi, you probably already know that the struggle is real. Some days you write more, some days you write less, and it's just too much. So I decided to go with the monthly. I labeled it my quote and lettering book. This is how my monthly turned out. I enjoy it. It's beautiful. And I decided that I was going to go ahead and put a quote in a day because I've always loved the idea of having a quote book, and I'd usually keep quotes all of the time, but they're like random. Like before, I've tried to keep them in an insert, and then I didn't keep up with that insert, and I would just write them wherever. Now I have a specific place to put them. So on the monthly, I decided to go ahead and put the name of the person that I had a quote for. Show you back here. And I did a little bit of lettering. Now, I'm not the best at lettering. This is not even the way you're supposed to really do this. But in my mind, I'm like, you can do whatever you want to do. And it's perfectly fine. So up here, I actually messed up and I put Monday over here and I made it really small. And I was like, that looks crazy. Let's kind of center it a little bit more. Wednesday gives me struggles, okay? Look at here. I can't seem to center it properly. And I guess I could, since these are lines, I could go ahead and take a ruler and, you know, make a line here and here so that I always go ahead and center them properly and then erase it. That's something I can play with. But again, this is just for me, so I don't know that I really care about any of that. So, you know, whatevs. So I just cover this with washi because you can always cover your mistakes with washi tape. It's totally fine. And also I need to cut this because it's a little bit too long. There. Also, I made another mistake right here. I went ahead and I wrote in notes and then I numbered it, number 9, when number 9 is over here. So I wrote it in pencil to remind me that this is the 9th. So again, I can just go ahead and put washi tape or sticker here and ignore that. Now I went ahead and I put another quote down here where I wrote notes. I didn't over here because I thought, well, maybe this is a nice place to put a little decoration, a little washi, a little sticker, you know, whatever, because you never know how long the quotes are going to be. And I don't want to have to like decorate this first and then try to fit a quote around the decorations because some of them are going to be longer than others. So cool. Now, originally I had planned on using this in a different way. I was going to use this like the monthly was going to be for all of my appointments and events that were coming up, and then this was going to be my weekly, and I was just going to put in a couple of things, you know, throughout. At one point I thought I was going to keep this as my food journal because I just wanted a space to write down like how many calories I had for the day. I didn't really care about writing in what I ate, just keeping track of how many calories I ate every day, and that certainly can work in here. I'm not going to be starting my diet. I thought I was going to start it right away, but then all of the lovely things around the holidays, I just couldn't say no, which is part of the problem. So I decided I'm not going to keep a food journal until January 1st, after the holidays are already over. So this, you know, starts early. It starts 1 month early in December, and then it takes you, I think, yeah, it gives you 1 month after the year starts. So I wanted to go ahead and try this out for a month, just doing it as a quote book, see if I keep up with it. If I don't, then when January starts, I will go ahead and start tracking my food in here. Now, the struggle with that is I would have to carry this with me because I think I'm going to be out of the house a lot more once January starts. And so this is another thing I'd have to carry, which, I mean, it's a B6 Slim, so it's not a terrible thing to carry. It's very lightweight, but I'm already carrying this as my everyday carry. Sorry, I had to go grab some water. My throat, I think I'm starting to get sickly. It's terrible. So anyway, both of these can be customized in the same way. So this is the B6 Slim Biz version of the Kokyo Jibun Techo. Let me show you how it looks. Very monochrome. This has more structure and more space. You get your 3 sections here with the tracker. You got your monthly, and then you get your weekly. This just has the monthly, and then it's very open. Like you can put whatever you want in here. You don't have to use this as a quote book or for a food diary. You can also use it like for lettering or Even if you wanted to learn like a new word every single day, this would be great for that because it's just like small sections that are already sectioned off for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want to, or you are learning a new language, you can certainly put a new word that you learn every single day in here. If you just wanted to keep this for like a child, like maybe you have a daughter or a son that's young, and you just want to write a little snippet about their day and something new that they've learned, you can certainly do something like that. If you wanted to keep this more like a week and you wanted to label this, you know, week 1 of the year, and you just free wrote what happened that week, you could certainly do so also. So it's very versatile in that way. That's why I kind of like it. But you can certainly buy these MD notebooks. These are called the light notebooks, and they come in grid, lined, and blank. And you can kind of do the same thing that you do here with the Jibun Techo, where you kind of stick the notebooks in. I have one there, and then I have one here. These ones are called the Idea books, but they're by Kokyo. See there. So you can kind of do the same thing with this if you wanted to. And they slide in just fine like that. And this is the paper cover. I will leave links down below. And the paper cover is just fine, except that it has like a wax coating on it, which is nice. So I think it's waterproof, but I'm still concerned about the color. My fear is that it's too light, that it's going to pick up everything. You know what I mean? But they do have a goat leather one that looks identical to this, if you want to go ahead and pay more to get a leather cover. Now, I did have originally this in here. This is like my short fiction in my daily journal, and I was just sliding it in the back here and it fit just fine. It doesn't fit as well with 4 notebooks in here, so I just decided to have it on its own, especially since I'm not really carrying either one of these around. These are just notebooks that sit at my desk, and so when I get the time, I sit down and I work in them. The great thing about keeping something like this is you can fill them out quickly, and you don't have to write them in every single day. If you want to, you certainly can do that if you get in the habit, or you can wait till the end of the week and fill them all out at once. Now, at any given time, I can go ahead and change the layout and what I decide to put in here, which is really, really nice. Also, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and brush letter within here. You know how, like, I forget her name, Llama's Love Lettering. She gives you like a word of the day to practice lettering, and you can letter it however you wish, I think. You could do that in here because it's a nice big block. I really love this planner / notebook. Unfortunately for me, of course, I can never make up my mind, and I decided to go with the B6 Slim Biz for my planner. I think it was the best decision I made, especially since I can use one of these notebooks for my dailies so that I can just write what I eat in here and keep it as a food journal. And then I have one in the back that I'm just using for my collections. And then I have my tracker, my monthly, and then my weekly. So everything I need for on-the-go planning is in here. I needed more structure than this, but they both work really nicely and they're the same size, which is really cool. So I can take both of these with me in a backpack or a wallet, and they don't take up as much space as if they were A5 or something like that. This planner and these notebooks here are all made by Midori. It doesn't say there, it just says MD paper made in Japan, but that is the company. Let's see if I have it in the back. Yeah, so you can see there that it says Midori. And they also have these stickers that say Midori down here. And so these stickers are pretty awesome because if you didn't want to buy the planner, you can go ahead and buy a blank notebook like this and then just put the sticker within and they'll fit. They also say that they should fit in a 6 size planner or notebook. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use these in a bullet journal. So I'm thinking about keeping a writer's bullet journal this year because last year it was a disaster. I kept it in a traveler's notebook, my writer's bullet journal. And it was a disaster because I can't seem to stay in one size. So I had all kinds of inserts in different sizes for one book. And I decided, no, I need a bound book for that. So I'm going to go probably with a Moleskine because I already have them and I don't want to buy anything new. But I like these because I can go ahead and put them in here and then I have an instant like planner without having to draw this out because I'm not about that life. This is lazy planning. So I think that this is a really cool idea. And you know, it's very small, but I don't plan on really writing in here. I like to use, you know, dots to mark things. So like here is this week. I need to finish Sunday yesterday because I haven't filled that out yet, and I just wasn't feeling well, so I didn't really do much on Saturday at all. But I like to use dots and stuff like that within a calendar like this so that I can mark, you know, that I filmed or that I had an appointment, and I just know by that color of dot, and then off to the side on the next page I can write what they mean. And that's how I'm going to be using my MD planner and these Midori calendar stickers for 2020. All right, my name is Sylvia. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.